Bonjour tout le monde, aujourd'hui c'est mardi 31 mars. Alors, nous allons commencer avec un peu sur les passe-temps. Tu es plutôt foot, tennis ou basket? This is a lesson which my class have already gone through, so if you're in my year 9 class, feel free to just zip through this quickly to remind yourselves. If you're in Mr. Scognamiglio's class, this will be new for you. So let's start with the verb faire. It means to do or to make. It's an irregular verb. Can you remember how to conjugate it? Have a think about it. If not, just write the pronouns in French. Set it out like it is on the screen in 2 columns. You want your singular pronouns on one side and then your plural pronouns on the other side. So you've got I, you, he, she, one, and then we, you and they. Pause the video while you just have a think about this, and then let's have a look at how it is conjugated. So, singular. Je fais. Tu fais. You do. Il, elle, on fait. Notice that the ending has changed from an S here to a T. Then we go on to the plural where there's more than one person. Nous faisons, vous faites, ils, elles font. Okay, it's an irregular verb. There are some patterns that we can spot here, like the ONS for the nous ending, IS, IS, IT endings for the je, tu, il, elle, but generally we just have to learn this. It is an irregular verb. Remember, we don't always translate it as do or make. So, je fais du vélo, we would probably translate that as I go cycling. Je fais de la natation, I go swimming. So think about what sounds best in English. We probably wouldn't say I do bike or I do swimming. Anyway, that's just a little point about the verb faire. That is going to come up a lot in this lesson, doing activities. Have a look at this text. Ma famille est très sportive. Match up the people in the sports. Who does what? So this is Estelle talking. Mon frère Noah fait de l'escalade depuis 2 ans. Ma petite sœur Marion fait de la natation depuis 6 mois. Mes parents aussi font beaucoup de sport. Mon père fait du vélo depuis 10 ans et ma mère fait de la danse depuis 8 mois. Même ma grand-mère fait du sport. Elle fait de la boxe depuis 1 an. Et mon grand-père fait des randonnées depuis 15 ans. Et moi, je m'appelle Estelle. Je fais de l'équitation depuis 6 semaines car j'adore les chevaux. Who does what? So match up the activities with the person. You can pause the video here while we go on to the next slide. Okay, so who does what? Number 1, Estelle's brother fait de l'escalade. That's rock climbing. Make a note of any new vocab for you or any things you think you're likely to forget. Number 2, ma petite sœur, her sister. La natation is swimming. Number 3, her dad, il fait du vélo, that's cycling. Number 4, her mum, ma mère fait de la danse, that's dance, that's that G. And number 5, the grandma does boxing. Number 6, des randonnées, that's hiking, walking, so that might be a new word for you there. And number 7, Estelle herself, elle fait de l'équitation, horse riding. Okay, fab. Okay, I'd like you to copy this down into your books. You'll have noticed this construction in the texts. The word depuis is used with the present tense to say how long something has been happening. So depuis actually means since. So the French say, I play football since a year. I do horse riding since 6 weeks. So that's the construction. Obviously we don't translate it like that. We would say I have been playing football which is quite complicated when you think about it. I have been playing football for a year. I have been going horse riding for 6 weeks. So copy this little construction down, this box here which explains about it, how it works, and then I want you to reread the texts. How long has each person been doing the sport? So flip back to the slide where the text was. How long has each person been doing that sport? You can pause it here, give yourself time to have a little look at that. Okay, so the first one is 2 years, depuis 2 ans. Number 2, 6 months, depuis 6 mois. Number 3, 10 years, depuis 10 ans. Number 4, 8 months, depuis 8 mois. Number 5, a year, depuis 1 an. Number 6, 15 years, depuis 15 ans. And number 7, 6 weeks, depuis 6 semaines. Some really useful time phrases there. Make sure you make a note of those as well if you didn't know the word for year, month, week, and that's it. Oops, don't know how to pause it. There we go. Okay, so we've had a look at how we use the verb faire to describe when we're doing activities. Remember, we won't use it for every activity. For example, I play tennis, I play football. We're going to use the verb to play, jouer, as we would normally. Okay, but have a look at these 5 phrases. Think about the following. For each sport, do you need to use jouer au, à la, à le, or do you need to use faire, du, de la, de le, des? So, which form of the verb do you need? Je joue ou je fais? Il joue, il fait, elle joue, elle fait. And then if they're saying how long something has been happening, do you need to use depuis plus the present tense? So think, I play football since 7 years. He plays football since 7 years. I do cycling since 3 months. Have a go at translating these phrases. Now you've got those extra little bits. Look back at the previous slides to help you. And just pause it here while you do that. So here we go. Here are the answers. I go dancing. We're not going to use the verb aller here, are we? We're going to use the verb faire. I do dancing. Je fais de la danse. Check your verb ending. Je fais, F-A-I-S. I play tennis and I go swimming. So I play tennis is straightforward. We're going to use jouer. I go swimming. We're going to use I do swimming. So we're going to use the verb faire for that second part. Je joue au tennis et je fais de la natation. Remember, it's jouer au tennis because tennis is masculine. It's de la natation because it's feminine. She does boxing and she plays volleyball. This one's more straightforward. We're going to use the verb faire for boxing and we're going to use the verb jouer for volleyball. Elle fait de la boxe et elle joue au volley. So again, check your verb ending for elle fait, F-A-I-T. Et elle joue au volley. She plays volleyball. I have been going cycling for 3 months. Think to yourself, I do cycling since 3 months. That's how we're going to translate it in French. So, je fais du vélo depuis 3 mois. You've got your correct verb ending for je fais, and you've got your since 3 months for your time phrase. Same thing for this one. He has been playing football for 7 years. So think he plays football since 7 years. Il joue au foot depuis 7 ans. same construction there. Ok, on continue, bravo. Lisez les textes. Who says what? Just take your time. Read each text. Who says what? And you can pause it there. When you've had a go at working out who says what, answer these questions in English. We'll go through the answers on the next slide, so you can just pause that there. In fact, we're not going to do it on the next slide, we'll do it here. So, I prefer individual sports. That was Léa, the blue box. Je préfère les sports individuels. Number 2, it's good for the body and the mind. Also Léa, c'est bon pour le corps et le mental. Number 3, it does me good. Also Léa, blue box, ça me fait du bien. Number 4, it relaxes me. That's Erwan in green. Ça me détend. Number 5, it's fun. That's Mariam in orange. C'est rigolo. Number 6, I forget my worries. Also Mariam. J'oublie mes soucis. The verb oublier means to forget. Number 7, I prefer team sports. That is Arthur. He says, je préfère les sports d'équipe. Sport d'équipe means team sports. And number 8, also Arthur in purple. It boosts my mood or your mood. Ça booste le moral. A bit of an anglicism there. They use ça booste. It's not a real French verb, but it's commonly used. Okay, so let's reply to these questions. What sport does Léa do? Je fais de l'escrime. You might have been able to guess this from the photo. It's fencing. How often does Erwan go jogging? Je fais du footing tous les jours. Every day. What is his ambition for the future? Dans le futur, je veux faire le marathon de Paris. He wants to do the Paris Marathon. Number 4, why does Mariam like trampolining? C'est rigolo et en plus c'est facile. It's fun and moreover it's easy. How long has Arthur been playing with his team? On joue au basket ensemble depuis 3 ans. So we play basketball together since 3 years. So he's been playing with his team for 3 years. Okay, bravo. What I'd like you to do now is a little bit of writing. So have a look, choose one of these photos and invent a presentation for that person along the lines of Mariam, Arthur, Léa or Erwan. Okay, so do they prefer individual sports, team sports? How long have they been doing their activity? Are you going to use je fais or are you going to use je joue? So for cycling, je fais du vélo. For volleyball, je joue au volley. Climbing, je fais de l'escalade. Tennis, je joue au tennis. Give a reason why they like it and give an extra reason as well. And then you're going to say, and when I do or I play my sport, I can breathe or I forget my worries. You can also add in your own phrases. Write it down, do it on a Word document if you can. You can email that to me or you can take a photo of it and upload it to show my homework. That was a quick run through for this session and we'll spend a bit more time on our next lesson. Bonne chance tout le monde et bonne continuation. Au revoir.